stop. Hustle. Look, let's put some money up, you can't make mine stop. I'm hot, nigga, like a pistol off the John block. Before you change lanes, you should check your blind spot. Cause I'll be right there waiting like a bike cop with my non-cock. And I'm so hot, all a nigga really need is just one shot. To the dome, you be gone and it's no more. I could kill him going faster with the slow flow. However you want it, I got it in for the low. Come get it, I got it, you got it good, nigga, go. I hustle, I bang, I do it all for the dough. It's all for the dough.
At the light.
What's going on, All for the Doe show? It's me, Tommy T, and we have
Avery. Hi.
Avery. And we're about to, chop it up about a couple of things, family things.
Yes.
So what you got for me today? What's going on?
Okay, so it's kind of a two topic. So the first topic is going to be about family, but the second topic is going to be about how family can bring you into a worker zone.
Okay.
And how you can build off that. And
yeah, let's talk about that.
yeah. So
We're gonna talk about the pros and the cons from it.
Okay, so I can talk about the cons first.
Okay.
Definitely. Growing up in a household with two siblings and two parents who.
So was it two brothers or two sisters, or brother and
I
sister?
had two sisters.
Okay.
Lily and Delia. My older sister, she's 10 years older than me. The younger sister, she is
Hold on. So what's your name again?
Avery.
So your sisters are Lily and.
Delia.
So why? I mean, they names rhyme. So.
Yeah, I know, it's weird, right? So like.
So it should have been like Lily, Dilly, and Millie.
Yeah, or something.
Oh yeah. But go ahead.
Yeah. When we were brought up to be raised, my mom was working a third shift job at first, most of her life, until she was about 37. And also same with my dad. They're almost the exact same age. My mom's birthday is in December. My dad's birthday is in September.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Mm-hmm. So they're really close. And
Yeah,
they're
that's
the exact
that.
same
Yeah,
age.
the same sign and every damn
Yep,
thing.
exactly. So, growing up in the city, they had to work consistently throughout the night, and that was like really hard on their body for a long time, and it wasn't going to be sustainable forever.
Yeah.
And one of the hard parts about that is obviously going throughout your day and watching your parents not have any time presently for you. That's really hard, like going out of your way to try to get your parents' attention and them realizing they're not giving you enough attention.
Hold on. And people, that is very important for young parents raising these children. It ain't about the money, it's about time.
Mm-hmm.
Children need time. Time to. That's how kids learn. They learn by seeing their parents do certain stuff. If you don't spend time with your kids, then the kids like, well, you ain't paying attention to me, you don't care, so I'm gonna do what I want to do. That's why a lot of them get out here and act like they gonna act, or feel nobody cares, so I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do.
Exactly, and that's what they're looking for.
Okay, go ahead.
So after, they did start realizing that was becoming an issue. They weren't present in our lives. They decided to quit their jobs and buy a property from our grandmother up north. And we say up north, it's not up north, it's like an hour away. It's an hour away, but yeah. We have a garden up there, we have a lawn business they decided to build because they thought, well, we can get the kids to help and we can spend more time with them. So my dad, built up this business. We don't run it anymore, mostly because of family things, but when we were bringing it up, we would get paid $10 an hour for only for like 3 hours of work a day, and that's really good for, I feel like,
for 3 hours.
kids.
Yeah.
And
I mean, just to start out.
exactly, just to start out, and that was a pro. I mean, getting money at a young age and learning financial stability from your parents was an amazing upbringing.
Yeah, because what that also do is when them kids work for that money, then they use their money to go buy what they want when they want. It show them, like you said, financial, show them how to use their money. So when they say they save up and buy a cell phone, they'll take better care of that cell phone or whatever they bought, because they like, I paid my money for that.
Exactly.
Yeah.
And that's something that I feel like a lot of kids don't learn.
Yeah.
And that's definitely something
you're right
I
about
got
that.
lucky enough to learn. So after we had grown this lawn care business, we stayed in the area of like the Fremont area, which is like I said, an hour. We just decided to stay local and do everyone's lawn for a few years before my mom had a medical emergency because her lung did collapse from this because it was a lot of hard
sorry to
labor.
hear that.
I would say moving from a third shift job and then going straight to hard labor, like we were planting, we were taking care of people's lawns, we were cutting their grass.
So basically, y'all was doing landscaping.
Yep, basically.
Okay.
Yeah. And my mom, she was working really hard one day out on this woman's property. It was like 8 in the morning.
Okay.
And I remember getting a call from my older sister on the phone.
Yeah.
Wondering what was up. She was like freaking out. I was like, okay, what's going on? My mom, she was working out in this garden. She was just planting plants, and she was a smoker at the time. I guess another con to raising children is a growing addiction that she was trying to feed. So her lung ended up like collapsing.
Yeah.
And that caused a really big strain on our business for a long time.
Okay.
And it did end up collapsing because of that. And that was really hard because growing up with that family, no family dynamic whatsoever that I can remember. Going into one together.
Yeah.
And then going back out of one because of something so big is just, it really messed with my brain as a little kid.
Yeah.
As a teenager.
How old were you when that happened?
Around 10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, and my little sister.
So it's both. So is she still alive or no?
Yeah, she's alive.
Okay.
She ended up
So she's doing
surviving.
good. Okay.
She's good now.
That's good. I'm happy to hear that.
Thank you. She
Because how you was saying it and talking, I was like,
worried. I know.
You know, then I ain't want to like just transition to like
tread lightly.
Yeah, because it's still a sensitive subject for certain people. Especially if their parents or brother or sister died or something like that. It could have been 15, 20 years. A lot of that shit, people still have that. Yeah.
Exactly. So I really do appreciate it.
Yeah.
She did end up recovering like a year later. Her lungs healed themselves. She stopped smoking.
Gotcha.
But after that, I do know that one of the biggest backlashes my family got was, dealing with finding another job in the big city again.
Yeah.
My mom trying to find another third shift job with my father. And my dad, he is a cook. My mom is a waitress, so they they co-do that. So they work same shifts. They work pretty well together. But that's what's hard is they want to work together.
Yeah.
Because people aren't punctual. They like punctual. So they ended up working together and finding a job. But that took a long time. We ended up moving into a really, really traumatized house for like 5, 6 years. And like Western Rapids.
Sorry.
Way.
Yeah.
Like inner. So yeah, I do believe that people judge me, obviously, very much so based on the fact that I tell the story, and then they do believe since I started that stride and grew with that, I should have kept with it. But
With the line stuff, or
and realize.
well, I mean, if you were good at it and you knew what you was doing, I mean, yeah, I get it. I understand your part, but I understand what they're saying too.
Of course.
I mean, shit, because a lot of people don't want to cut grass.
No.
A lot of people don't do that shit. If you already know what you got to do, how to do it, when you're going to do it, now you just go to line to line.
Yeah.
Making your money, get it on the truck, and go. And the crazy thing about it is, you always see guys doing it, but since 4 years ago, I started to see women get, they work for another company, but they drive their lawnmowers up on the truck, and they go, and I'm like, it makes me, I'm like, I like it, because I'm like, well, damn, that's cool, a woman that get out, just don't cut the grass, or don't get up under the hood, and work on the car, and change the tire.
It's nice.
Yeah, it is.
That's actually another topic.
Well, we could have kept on that one.
I know. But that is because I do believe that.
So what do you do now then? Since
right, I help my mom at home with her garden at home.
oh, so now she got the garden back.
Now she has the garden at home, and that's why I get a lot of judgment. And I feel like that's another con, is that we're kind of stuck in the big city. It's really hard to find jobs right after late summer, and I got fired. And it's been really, really hard. I feel like getting back into the workforce.
Well, it all depends on what you want to do.
Oh yeah.
I mean, cause shit, Amazon hired.
That's true.
It all depends on what you want to do to get into, or what, you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm, because like,
it's jobs out there. It just sometimes it's hard to fit what you want to do. Like if, like you say, yeah, I can do lawn care. Okay, somebody might not be hiring, but it is a lot of people hiring for lawn care.
Yeah.
That's doing lawn, and you already got experience in doing lawns. So all you got to do is call, hey, my family, we ran a lawn service, boom, 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 boom. Right off the bat, you at the top, because they like, well, shit, give her a week ride with somebody, she can go do her own lawn.
Yeah, because I show them.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You can even feel like you could sign up for the city of Grand Rapids.
That is true.
They all year round they do the lawns at places. Then they drive the trucks for shoveling.
Oh yeah, okay, I know.
You can get on there. You can do that. Grand Rapids got their own thing. Kentwood have their own. Everybody got their own city trucks. Yeah, you can just fill out an application for all of them.
That'd be sweet, because I've been thinking about it, and I've been trying to do more retail.
Okay.
Retail is really hard to get into.
Oh, you trying to go into sales then?
What? Sorry, say that.
Retail, so you trying to go into sales with like
Yes,
clothing
I
or
am.
your own thing, or you talking about just going to work?
Just going to work so I can make money. Because the job I did have, I was just working at Family Fair.
Yeah.
And I mean, I just couldn't keep up. It was really hard for me. I don't know why. And I definitely feel like, I don't know.
You just gotta find your niche, man. That's all it is.
That's what I'm saying.
Every available job ain't for everybody. You got some that can adapt and change to fit that job, but you got some that's just can't change to that job. You put them doing something else, they're fucking amazing. But I need you to do this. Like, shit, I can't do that good on the assembly line, But you put them doing something else, you're like, God damn, that motherfucker fly. That motherfucker fly.
No, and that's the craziest part, is that it feels like I got the work ethic. I just don't got the job, and that's definitely my biggest barrier right now. But I love the socialization of people, so I'm trying to get into that side. But I feel like it's so hard to get into retail. It's been 3 months since I've been applying, and I've applied to over 150 places on my Indeed.
Wow.
And I've called back. I've showed up at places.
That Indeed, I guess they say that's the new thing, but I mean, I'm used to, hey, you can't even go out and be like, hey, can I fill out the application? You got to do it online. Okay, well, especially when somebody showing up to the job, hey, can I talk to the manager? But a lot of people hire for third. Everybody wants first, and it's not a lot of first shift available. Second is shaky. Third shift, you should always be able to find
a job. It's good because, like I said, my mom was a third shifter, so I got raised like that.
So you should try the third shift, and also waitress, being a waitress. That's go good. You ever try to? Well, it'll be hard for you to get out there, but they do have Lyft going out there.
Oh.
But Gun Lake Casino.
Oh really?
Man, they just put the hotel up. They got tons of damn jobs.
Yo, that's actually chill. Wait.
Yeah, the Gun Lake Casino. What else we got? Because I know my job, we just got through building the Coldwell building over here on Michigan and Lafayette. You can go in there and it might be cleaning. Hey, let me diet treat. Just go put in for stuff like that.
I'm like in disbelief.
It's you just have to think outside the box on what you normally do.
Yeah.
You just got to come out and say, okay, They throwing jobs up doing this. They throwing jobs up doing that. And you know, just like my company, you know, AMS, you know, Allied Mechanical Service, they look to hire women. They're looking to hire women that want to be in the trade of doing plumbing and pipe fitting and welding. So they strive to look for women that want to work. You know what I'm saying? So that'll be something good for you to look up and see what they got going.
So definitely just finding the right communities for...
That's it. That's it. It's stuff out there which you might be like, nah, they ain't gonna pick no girl for that or whatever. There's a lot of companies trying to look for that diversity to have women come in to do certain stuff.
Yeah, because they're trying to meet their like...
Yeah. Like I'm saying, we got a couple females that work at my job. They weld. You know, one girl named is Hunter. She's a damn good welder. You know, she's really good.
I believe it. You know, women be working.
I don't know if she knew a little bit on how to weld when she got there, but I know that she started off like everybody else, and she just built herself up to she's a good welder.
Yeah. What is this company?
It's Allied Mechanical Service.
Allied Mechanical Service.
Yeah. And you're like the people nice, you know. I mean, if he's got any little weld skills, that'll help out. If not, you just go in there and say, hey, you know, I'm looking to see what you got. You know, I know the pipe fitters, we usually travel. You know, now they do.
Before we stop, do you think instead of pulling down the street, you could just like pull to the side of the road, and not get off, and you don't have to go down the street?
Okay.
Okay, thank you. So we can just like finish talking.
Okay, let me see. So right on your side
Anywhere,
there?
like wherever you can pull off.
Yeah,
like,
right here.
You know. Thank you. But
okay.
no, you can keep going. You're good.
So, like in Grand Rapids we have the sheet metal side.
Yeah.
So that one you probably end up getting a job in the sheet metal side where, you know, the sheet metal department is down there in Roger Beach Haver. So you probably just go back and forth and work there, do some stuff in the machine shop there.
Do you need like schooling for this? Cause
no, they gonna see you in school. But hold on. So we had her destination. Anybody want to give a shout out to? Say hi, bye, whatever.
Shout out to my family. I love you guys. I love the community of everybody. Thank you for having me in your car.
And you ain't selling nothing? Painting, CDs, DVDs? Yeah, got anything you want to sell? You want anybody to follow you?
Follow my Instagram, pipe.crush.
Pipe.crush?
Yeah, pipe.
Where do you get that from?
I'm a smoker.
Okay.
And I like smoking our pipes. I gotta crush our pipes.
Okay, that's a good one.
Pipe
Shit, you get a job working there.
Shit, you're right.
All right, peace, y'all.
Nice to meet you, dude. Can I have this one? Thank you so much.